So you're battling, but you're also trying to raise the play of everybody around you, including the people you're battling with. And that's a tough high wire to try to balance on.
The first year out of college was a really hard year for me because it was the first time that I had always been kind of the go-to player on the team or the leader, and I had never been in an environment with so many people challenging me in my position. Yeah, I was falling high. We could maybe push it, but I fell out of bounds. I had failed before and I had overcome challenges, but it was the first time that it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I just wanted to run away, really. And I thought, maybe this isn't what I'm cut out for. The coaches don't like me. No one's paying attention to me. I'm on the third court, and I remember calling my dad, and I tend to, if things aren't going well, I'll keep it to myself for a few weeks. And then finally, when I just need to vent, I'll call my dad, and I remember crying, sobbing, and just telling him, I'm terrible. I want to come home. I want to leave. I don't like this. It's no fun. I'm not any good. And he said to me, if you were doing well, would you want to leave? And I said, Dad, no. I'd be doing well on the national team. Of course I wouldn't want to leave. And he said, okay, well, sweetie, I love you. I know it's hard, but life's hard. And he said, welcome to the real world, basically. And he said, I know you've had challenges, but you've had a pretty great life, and things have always kind of worked out. And this is what it's normally like for people. And now for you, it's not easy. But you can't run away from things that are hard. And I hated him for that. I remember telling him, Dad, no, you don't understand. Every ounce of me wants to leave. I am so uncomfortable. And he said, I know it's hard. And he kept saying, I know, sweetie, and I love you, but I can't let you do that. You wouldn't, if you were to look back at that, you wouldn't want that either. And so we just said, keep going, and you got to keep doing your best, and that's all we can do, and learn from it. And that's something that is a huge lesson that stuck with me, that just because it's hard, you got to take a deep breath and show up the next day and do your best. And you can't run away because something's uncomfortable.
I think the worst thing you can do is try and protect your child from everything that could possibly go wrong. And there's a lot that could go wrong.
The losing is a much better opportunity, I think, than the winning, to learn, to bounce back, to face adversity, to be resilient. That's what we want for our kids.
It doesn't mean you shouldn't love them, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't care, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't support them to every extent possible. But I just think that to get it done, to be an Olympian, to win a medal, to whatever it is you're looking to do, you're going to have to figure out how to be tough.
There are ups and there are downs, and there are tough times and bad, and we want for our kids to be able to handle those tough times with the right mindset, and not let it just crush them and ruin them for the next, not have failure knock them to the floor and not get them back up.
You have to have a sense of self. You have to have a chance to evolve as your own person. You have to develop on the court. And to develop on the court, you're going to have to make mistakes. And you're going to have to experience failure and understand that it's just feedback and it's an opportunity to learn. And every time a parent insulates their child